Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little bit of time. It's been at least a week, maybe longer since I've posted anything. My internet's been being a little bitch basically. But we've got a new modem and I think we've got the internet ironed out. I guess logically speaking I could have at least recorded some stuff even though I couldn't upload anything, but you know, I didn't do that. So, in the time that we've been gone, during the little intermittent times that my internet was working, we got a new update for SnowRunner. Now, part of that update was a lot of bug fixes. Trucks are supposedly no longer falling through trailers when you try to load them. We hadn't tried that anyway, so, you know, but I've seen hundreds of pictures posted online of what would happen is someone would drive their scout vehicle, for example, up onto a trailer to haul it to a new map or just to whatever, you know, to have fun, drive it around, whatever you want to do with it. And then they would switch to the truck that's pulling the trailer, and the scout vehicle would fall through the trailer. That, you know, they would ghost, basically. Well, they fixed that. Your rear view mirrors now work on your console edition. They already did work on PC. Your rear view mirrors now work on your consoles. One of the big things here is this guy right here, the Con, used to have a 72-liter fuel tank. Now it's got a 40-liter fuel tank. Not happy about that. I've seen a couple complaints about it. I think it's kind of stupid to reduce the fuel capacity, because if you think about it, 40 liters is something to the tune of, what, like 9 gallons? Let me do the math real quick here. Let me calculate this for you just real quick. I should have probably already done that before I started talking, but I don't actually plan what I want to say. Everything is, everything I said to you guys is just like freehand. It's 10.5 gallons, so I was off a little bit. But if you think about it, an SUV with a 10.5 gallon fuel tank, come on. Even in Russia, I know that ain't a thing. So that's kind of stupid. Not happy about it because this thing is thirsty enough, in my opinion, to need that 72-liter tank. And its equally thirsty counterpart over here still has a 72-liter tank. The International Scout still has a 72-liter tank. So, you know, whatever. They took away almost half. Dude, they cut the fuel tank on the Con almost in half. I'm not happy about that. It's a lot less useful as a scout vehicle now than it was, because you cannot travel as far as you could. So, you know, that's neither here nor there. That's a thing that we'll adapt to, right? What were some more changes, guys? Oh, now if you want to, you can go into your settings. Oh, you're gonna love. Yeah, I forgot one of them. You can go into your settings, and there it is, metric system. You can now change it to gallons and miles. You can basically change your unit of measure to SAE instead of metric. So like if we change that to gallons and miles and we come out, look, now we got a 20-gallon tank in the Scout. I guess I could have just done that. I didn't have to calculate, did I? Change truck to the Con. Yeah, 10-gallon tank. I don't know. I think that's just sad. But even though I'm here in America, sitting right smack in the middle of the country, in fact, where we use gallons and we use miles, I just don't really like seeing 10 gallons on the thing. Even though I know empty is empty and full is full, and the consumption is going to be the same consumption time. I don't know. It's just like you get into a semi, for example. You get into something like the Fleet Star, and it's like, really? 63 gallons of fuel? Like, I don't know. I just don't like seeing 63 gallons of fuel on a semi. There's just something about it that seems wrong, if you will. One of the many things that they did is, if you'll notice now in your task menu, we've lost a lot of tasks. Well, you can no longer, they no longer show up here just because they've been discovered. As an example, over here, local entertainment. We've discovered local entertainment, but we didn't activate it. So it's not on our task menu here. You see, we got missing machinery, missing oil tank, and drainage because we've activated those at some point. During filming, there's a video, if you watch all of them or whatever, you'll see at some point I made the active decision to start activating tasks as I come across them because I didn't like having to drive back to them to activate them. But what they've done is they've eliminated to where, like, you could previously, let's say missing machinery, you could previously click on it, see what it needed. It's not a very good example. Sorry guys, back in here again. As an example, the power line right here. Right here is a power line. Yes, this one right here. Right here is a power line that used to be laying across the road. You didn't have to activate it to come in here and see what the power line needed. So you could say, oh, this power line needs 1 load of steel and 2 loads of bricks. I think it was bricks on this. I don't remember, but I think it was bricks. So you could go get the supplies, or like even better yet, something that's way out, like Riverside Repair, which we haven't done yet. Whatever Riverside Repair was, you could say, oh, Riverside Repair needs, I don't know, 2 loads of wood. So you could get your wood on the way up here, and then activate it and immediately drop off your wood, and boom, you've completed the task. Well, now I have no way to look at it and see what Riverside Repair needs without activating it. I think they did that to make it a little more less, I don't want to say cheat, because you're not really cheating. You're still driving the supplies up there. But, I mean, for lack of a better word, a little less cheaty. Lack of a better word, you know, that's what I'm going to call it. I think that's why they did that. So, you know, whatever. That is what it is. I'm going to change this back real quick, guys. I'm going to go in my settings. And there it is. I'm going to change this back because, like I say, even though I'm right smack in the middle of America where we use SAE, I prefer to see this. I prefer to see 240 liters. You know, I've been playing MudRunner for God knows years. And so I'm used to using the metric system on the game. I'm just going to continue using the metric system on the game. And, you know, whenever you set a marker, like, you know, I can set a marker here. That marker is at 114 meters. I wonder what that marker would say if I put it in I wonder if it would be measured in feet, because that ain't far enough out to measure in miles. I mean, what's it going to say? 0.09 miles? I mean, what's it going to say? So, let's go back in. I'm curious what it would. Sorry, guys. I'm still experimenting with this myself. Like, you know, you guys are kind of here with me while I'm experimenting. Now my marker says, yeah, 0.07 miles. So, I don't know. To me, that's, I don't know, less of a breakdown. I don't know. Like, I prefer the 100 and whatever meters. Like, gives you a better breakdown to me than 0.07 miles. Like, maybe it's because I'm mathematically inclined. Maybe it's because, like, in my head I can say, okay, I know how far away that is. I don't know. Some people prefer one, some people prefer the other. I'm going to leave it on the metric system. You know, meters and meters and liters, baby. Meters and liters. That said, it's dark, so you can't really see it. But now the steering has changed. Try to zoom in. It's dark. There, that'll help a little bit. You can see the tires a little bit better. So, like, now when I turn, they turn, it seems like they turn a little faster too. The sensitivity seems a little up too. But when you let go of the stick, they self-center now. The wheels self-center. When you let go of the steering wheel, the wheels self-center back to center. A lot of people are complaining about that, but I'm actually enjoying the new steering. To me, it's more accurate. Because if you're going down the road in your car, and you take a turn, you turn your car, you're going around a 90-degree turn, a city turn, like stop sign. You're at a stop sign, you're taking a turn to the right, it's a 90-degree turn. You turn your steering wheel a couple rotations to the right and go around the turn. What happens when you let go of the steering wheel? Unless you have major caster problems, your steering wheel self-centers. Your wheels will automatically return to center as you travel. Now, not sitting still, mind you. Sitting still, your wheels are going to stay where you put them when you let go of your real live steering wheel. But if you're driving down the road and you take a turn and you release your grip on the steering wheel, your wheels are going to self-center. Now, I don't know if semis do it, but I know damn well school buses do because I work on school buses for a living. Like, I drive school buses every day. So I know good and well that the school buses do. And I can only imagine that if a medium-duty chassis like a school bus does, that larger chassis are going to some extent self-center as well. So, you know, a lot of people are complaining about the new steering. I'm not. I like the new steering. I think it's fine. Let's get rid of that. So, without further ado, you know, we've wasted 11 minutes of your lives. Without further ado, we are going to continue. I don't even know where we left off. What were we doing, guys? The Essentials, that takes us over to Smithville. We haven't been there yet. Dyson Diesel, not a drill. That's supposedly a very difficult job. Not a drill. My understanding is that one of the steps of that, one of these here, I think it's this one. My understanding is one of these is a very difficult task because you got to haul that big honking son of a gun. That. You got to haul that big honking son of a gun that's at the factory. You got to haul it over here to the island, to the drilling site. My understanding is that that's not a easy mission. So I'm trying to put that off as long as possible. And Still River Supplies. Oh, that's an easy one. You're just taking stuff to the town storage. I think we were doing tasks, weren't we, guys? Man, I should go back and watch my own videos. I think we were doing tasks. And given what we've got to work with, you know, I need to go activate a couple. The local entertainment I need to activate. The Riverside repair I need to activate. I think that's it, right? Drainage. Oh, we have a drowned highway truck we still got to deal with. Look at that. Drainage. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Missing oil tank. I don't even see. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Boop. Okay. It just doesn't have a, it doesn't have the little sheet of paper looking emblem like it does on the menu. On the map, it's got the little sunken truck looking emblem. Okay, so I think we're going to go ahead and do drainage, guys. So, we're going to start tracking drainage. Alright, where are the pumps at? I see one. Okay, I know where that one's at, guys. We drug a truck out of here. See how it says, I know exactly where that's at. We drug a truck out of here. So we're not going to take this thing. We're going to go back to our trucks. What do you guys think? I think we're going to take the Chevy pickup. Silverado, where are you? There you are. Sorry, guys. I'm a little blind today, I guess. Good Lord. Alright, so without further ado, let's go deal with some drainage. Man, I don't even remember what tires we have on our trucks and stuff. Haven't played in over a week. I don't remember how we set this truck up either. Do we have the V8 in it yet? I can clearly tell we have the SnowRunner gearbox, but I wonder, do we have the V8 in it? That's one thing I hate. Boy, that fuel consumption. I bet we do have the V8 with that consumption. That's one thing, guys, that I absolutely hate about it, is that when you change engines, your truck should change sounds. Like, that was something that I was hoping we would encounter in a patch. I was hoping we would encounter a situation where the stupid trucks change sounds when you put a different engine in it. You know, the V8 would sound like a V8. Because I'm thinking that I mean, look, we're already burning 4 liters off in this thing. I'm thinking we did put the V8 in this truck. I really don't remember, though. And as before, we still don't have a lock-in differential in this stupid truck. Sure could use one, though, couldn't we? It's sure nice to have a locking diff in this thing. But it does good. Kind of feather the throttle and it does alright. Yeah, no diff lock. Come on, climb, Bessie, climb. There we go. I don't know, I think with diff lock it would do better. Could be wrong. I could put the diff lock on this thing and it suck and be disappointed, but I think it would do better. What do you guys think? You guys think we ought to try to do some online play? Because I hear the online is still majorly glitched, but maybe not. I mean, I haven't tried it. Short of a little bit of experimentation on the whole trailer situation and stuff before. Haven't really tried the online. Haven't tried it much. On my other profile, I mean, I'm sure you guys kind of can expect that I've got a profile that I play games on that's not my video profile. On my other profile I've done a little bit of online, but my experience has been basically just getting booted nonstop, and I don't know if it's getting booted because people exit the server, like the host exits the server, or if I get booted because the servers crash. I really don't know. Alright, it should be up here. Should go hang a right here in a minute. Go right to it. Do we not have a snorkel on this stupid truck? We're going to have to fix that. We don't have a snorkel on this stupid truck. We're about to go driving around in the water. Oh well. Shit happens, right? Let's go for it. Maybe we will experiment around a little bit with hauling things on trailers. What do you think, guys? Maybe in the next video, instead of trying to accomplish missions or tasks or whatever, maybe the next video we can experiment around a little bit with trying to haul stuff around on trailers, like trucks and different things. First pump already. Come on, Bessie, get through the water. Locking diff would sure be a useful thing. Does anybody remember, do we have off-road tires or mud tires on this truck? I do not remember. And it's dark, so I can't really tell. And they look, what little bit I can see in the dark, they look like they might be mud tires, but I really can't tell. Holy crap, get out of the water, there's damage in the truck. See that? You guys see that? I broke my truck. I didn't really break it, but I did engine damage. Well, that was all there was to that. Just drive up into it and we got it. So that was easy. Alright, so now we need to figure out where where the next one's at. Not the other one, there's 2 more. So let's kill the engine. Already used a lot of gas. I think this thing's got the V8. To use that much gas, I think we put a V8 in it. Alright, where's our next one at? Test, drainage. Near the garage. That's where we're at, near the farm. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's just put a mark on that. Screw it. Alright, now let's try to get out of here without blowing the truck up, right? Try to go this way instead. Yeah, that worked a little better. I didn't get in that deep stuff that time. You know what we need to do, guys? We're going to be driving right by the garage anyway. I think we need to go in the garage and put, man, this thing got some lean on, don't we? Got our gangsta lean over here. I think while we're driving by the garage, we need to go to the garage and put a snorkel on this thing. Because I'm just not into the whole blowing the truck up thing because we ain't got no dang snorkel. Break the engine out in the middle of the swamp somewhere because we didn't put a snorkel on. I mean, come on, screw that. So while we're out, I think we'll do that. Or while we're passing the garage, rather, I think we'll do that. Well, this thing's horrible on gas, guys. We are going to burn a full tank of gas. We're going to like burn a full tank of gas just getting to here and back to the garage. Like, holy crap, this thing's horrible on fuel. Alright. Let's see here. Well, at least the sun's coming up. We can turn our headlights off now. Level are we anyway? Level 7. Yeah, we're level 7, so this thing's got mud tires on it. Cause we got mud tires at what, level 6, I think? So yeah, this thing's got mud tires. I thought it did. That didn't seem to perform very well for having mud tires on it, but it's probably just the whole locking differential thing and the lack thereof. Alright. Come on, let's giggity our way down this damn hill. Whee! Only on MudRunner and SnowRunner can you move so slow and feel like you're moving so fast. Sure wish I had the locking differentials. Feel like we could be faster. Splash! Oh, there we went. Okay. Alright, now we gotta crawl. Yeah, let's just crawl our way through here. What are we, 719 meters away from our destination anyway. Of course, like I said, we're going to stop at the garage first. Good God, we're already down to under a half a tank. Good night, this thing's thirsty. We need to hurry up and get to level 14 so we can carry around the big fuel tank on the top of the truck. Instead of that little bitty roof rack, we need that big son of a gun. Holy smokes, this thing's thirsty. I hate to say it, guys, but we're probably going to go put the V6 back in this thing, because I don't think we can afford to run this thing around with a V8 this damn thirsty. Woo! It's not like we're trying to tow with it anyway. We should. We did. We did. It didn't work out very well, remember? It wasn't the best idea we've ever had in our lives, that's for sure. Alright, we're gonna go fly it in here. Alright, we're going in the garage for a minute. Because we're gonna go customize. We're gonna put a snorkel. Man, I want that one. Of course, I gotta be what, level 15? Alright, we're gonna put the weird little mushroom snorkel on it, I guess. Alright. And should we, yeah, it's got the V8 in it. Should we change that back or should we just deal with it? Ooh, we still have the V6. Never sold it. What do you think, guys? Deal with it, or I think I'm gonna put this back in for now. I'll keep it. Yeah, I'll keep it, but I just can't let it burn that dang much gas right now, guys. I don't have you know, oops. I don't have enough fuel to carry around with me to let it burn that much fuel. Forgot about our pink Navistar over here. Alright, where are we going? Straight ahead? That don't make no sense. I guess it does if you count the fact that the road curls around a lot. See, it's just as fast with the little engine. The truck moves just as fast with the little engine. I don't know. I don't think the V8's necessary. I think if we were trying to haul a lot of weight, it would be necessary. But we're not trying to tow with it, so I think since we're not trying to tow with it, the V6 is just fine. What do y'all think? I do kind of have an idea in mind of an experiment I want to do. Just something stupid that I want to do to this poor truck. So we may put the V8 back in it for that when I get to that. Come on. Come on, Bessie. Let's go. Alright, we are almost there, guys. 100 meters out. That seemed counterproductive. Alright, what's the best way to get over there? I think we're just going to cut straight through. You know why? Because we have mud tires and a snorkel. We're just going to cut straight through. Go slow. Alright, we have a snorkel, so what do you say we just go do something stupid and go straight off in? What do you think, guys? Oh, this is way better. Look. No water damage, no dangerous water level indicators. Yeah, this is way better. Not moving very fast, but hey, who cares? Still gonna make it. May not be moving very fast, but I'll tell you one thing. From my years of playing around in the mud and driving off-road in real life, if you're still moving at all, you ain't stuck. Oh yeah, that wasn't bad at all. Even with the open diff, it did alright. Still use 10 liters of fuel. That SnowRunner gearbox is something else, man. Even Even with the V6, this thing is pretty thirsty with that SnowRunner gearbox. Alright, where's the last one at? Bloop, bloop. Oh, I see it. Right there. You like the sound effects? I can stop if you want. Alright, how are we going to get there? Let's see here. Oh, we're not going that way, are we? Nah, that'd be super inefficient. I think we're going to go through town. Yeah. How do I want to do it? I guess we're going to go through town, and then as soon as we get out of town, we're going to hang out right there and go straight out to it. So let's set the marker, and going through town will allow us the opportunity to stop and get fuel along the way. Alright, gentle people, let's go. Away we go. And we are very close to making our way over to Smithville, guys. We only got like, we got like 5 jobs left total. 4, 5, 6 jobs, something like that, before we actually head over to Smithville. So that's exciting, right? Speed up now. Take his bugger in 2-wheel. Hey, let's not do that. How about we go back and 4-wheel drive, I guess, because it sure don't. This little section right here, I don't know. This little section has that one rut that always catches me. Doesn't matter what I'm driving, a scout vehicle, a flatbed, doesn't matter. I always catch that one little rut right there. There we go, pavement. Whee! Alright. Oh, man. What else was new with the update? I'm trying to think. There was some other stuff. Oh. Yeah, there's a new map. That's the other big thing. There's a new map. Russia now has 4 maps. Instead of 3, Russia now has 4 maps. They got Taymyr. Taymyr is Russia. It's like Michigan has 4 maps. Taymyr has 4 maps. Anyway, it's called the Rift. The new map in Taymyr, Russia is called the Rift. You know, given that we haven't been in Russia at all yet, it doesn't really affect us too much as far as where we're at right here. But I know a lot of you out there have already beat this game. I mean, y'all have stayed up 24/7 and played the game until you beat it. So, you know, the people that have already beat the base game, that gives them a little bit of continuity, a little more play. But yeah, that's the other big thing that's new is the 4th map in Russia. So that's cool. We'll enjoy it when we get there, right? Puddin', here we go. Puddin', banana puddin'. Whee! Oh, what are we doing? 40 miles an hour? Boy, it feels like we're doing 100. We're doing 40. Ran over cones. Alright, the road's got to be coming up somewhere. And we're doing 0 miles an hour. Doesn't take long to change from 40 to 0, does it? Alright guys, we are 400 meters away from completing this mission, or this task. I don't know why I still call them missions. I guess it's from the old Grand Theft Auto days when I played a lot of Grand Theft Auto. Everything was missions. I think that's why I still call it missions, because this is a task. Here we have tasks and contracts. Ooh, look at that deep water. Yeah, buddy. Ain't very deep in the back of the truck. Felt deep though for a minute. It ain't deep at all, I guess. It felt like it was. 322 meters, guys. I thought it said 322. Maybe it didn't, because now we're at 327, so maybe we got further away. Come on, truck. There we go. Good truck. Come on. Alright, you know what? Screw it. We're going straight off into the swamp. We're going straight towards it. Are we really next to the road? I think we're next to the road anyway, guys. That's kind of funny. There we go. We kick this thing down into low on the gearbox, and now we'll probably do a little better. Because I didn't realize I still had the gearbox in automatic. I wish we had the locking differential. I know we would eat this last couple hundred meters up with a locking differential. 300 meters, I guess. 277, closer to 3. I think with a locking diff, this truck would eat this last little bit of swamp up. It's really funny to think about, guys, because when we get this truck, when we start the game out in this truck, it's like, oh, that road over there looks like it's a little bit wet. I better find another way. Like, it looks like it rained on that paved concrete road over there. It looks like it got some rain on it. Better find a different way to go. And then, like, now it's like, what? The job takes me off in the middle of a swamp? Okay. Like, I remember at the very beginning, during the tutorial phase, driving by a little bitty puddle going, ooh, I wonder if the truck can make it through that. I better not. I can't afford to get the truck stuck. We only have one. And now it's like, swamp? Alright, cool. It's amazing what a few upgrades will do to these things, you know? Nobody's ever said anything, by the way. Do you guys like the in-car view better? Do you like the third-person view better? Like, what is you guys' preference as far as your viewpoint goes, and what you want to see me play? Like, personally, I like third-person view better, especially when you're like on a mountainous territory, or like you're going up and down steep hills and stuff. Like, you go up a steep hill, sometimes you can't see the trail until you've started coming back down or something. And I don't like that in the first-person view. I don't like not being able to see the trail ahead of me. You know, in real life, that's a rarity. To be at such an angle where you can't see the ground in front of you in real life is a really rare thing. Yes, you can get into situations like that, but not as common as you do on this game. I don't know, it's just something about the way the views are in this game. You can lose sight of the ground in front of you pretty frequently. And that's the main reason I prefer the third person, because I can always see the ground in third person. But what is you guys' preference? Like, you know, what do you guys prefer? That's what I want to know. We're crawling through this so slow that the speedometer doesn't even move. I guess it did a little bit. We got off the throttle. You can see it move. Hey, you know, funny story. How many of you have ever driven these trucks? with this rally gauge set. These are called rally gauges, by the way. The gauge cluster that's in this, where instead of having just like numbers and a needle, it's got the little white bar that follows the needle. These are called rally gauges. You know, we got 100 meters left, so I probably got plenty of time to tell a story. So, on these rally gauges, I don't know how many of you have ever drove them, but I have had, what have I had? 5 trucks with this gauge set. And I still have one of them, the purple one. The one that's the same color as this truck right here, actually. My interior is red, by the way. It's not blue. My interior is red. Anyway, on these rally gauges, like as you can see, as you speed up, everything behind the speedometer needle is white, right? Well, what you don't know unless you drive like an a-hole is that once you max out the speedometer gauge, I want to say it's at 90 miles an hour. I never put a GPS in the truck with me to verify my speed being 90 miles an hour when this happens. But I believe it to be at 90 miles an hour, a second needle comes around and everything behind that second needle is black again. And so, like, I believe there to be a 10 mile an hour offset. Like I say, I've never put a GPS in the vehicle with me because the few times I've ever done it was like on racetracks and shit. So I've never really put a GPS in the truck with me. But I believe there to be a 10 mile an hour offset from that second needle. So like when the second needle's pointing at 10, I believe you're doing 100. When the second needle's pointing at 30, you're doing 120. Like that kind of thing. Oh, we hit the... I mean, we found the pump at Still River real good, guys. Oh, I was like, it still says find the pump. We hit the pump. It still says find the pump. But the box is over here. But boom! There we go. Drainage is complete. 180. That's only worth 180 stars, but $3,000. So anyways, like I was saying, I believe there to be a 10 mile an hour offset. Like whatever the second needle says, you subtract 10 from that. And you're doing like, 120, 130, whatever. The truck is sitting with a bad cam right now, so I can't exactly take it out on the track and test that theory now. But back whenever I was running the truck hard all the time, phones with GPS didn't exist. Like, you had to buy a dedicated GPS system, which I had no interest in doing. There was no such thing as phones with GPS back then. Now that phones with GPS are prevalent, the truck is sitting in dire need of a cam or a new engine. Personally, I want to build a better engine for it, but a cam and lifter set would get it moving again. But anyway, that's just a funny little side tidbit of information about this gauge cluster set that they chose to use in here. In 88 to 92, maybe even 93. I know they used the same square dash in 93, but I'm not sure if they still had the rally gauges as an option in 93. Anybody's ever had a 93 with rally gauges, like, tell me if the rally gauge cluster was still an option in 93. But I know 88 to 92, the rally gauge cluster, while was optional, was not in all of them. So a lot of you guys that had this body style truck had the standard gauge cluster with just like a needle, just a regular old needle. Looks like anything else going down the road. But anyway, guys, so we did drainage. We talked about gauge clusters because I'm sure you're bored as hell now, and we discussed the things that I can remember, the things that I can think of off the top of my head that were new with the update. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Now my internet seems to be working well, so hopefully I'll get back to uploading, every day, every other day, sometimes even a couple times on a weekend. And so, if you guys like what you see, don't forget to click it. Click the like button, click subscribe. Share it with any of your friends that are into these kind of games. That way they can also click like and subscribe and hear about gauge clusters. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what you want to see. Until next time, peace out, guys.